Good evening. Welcome everyone to this meeting of the South Kingstown Town Council. It is Monday, July 27th, and it is 7:30 p.m., right on the dot. Our first order of business, as always, is a pledge of allegiance to the flag. Please rise and join me. Thank you. Now will the clerk please take the roll?
Council President Collins.
Here.
Council Vice President Healy.
Here.
Councilwoman Clow.
Here.
Councilman Veely.
Here.
All members present.
Very good. Item 4 on our agenda is the approval of minutes from previous meetings.
I make a motion to approve item 4A and B, both work session and regular session from July 13th.
Second.
So moved. All in favor, say aye.
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 And that carries unanimously. Item 5 on our agenda is the consent agenda. Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion to approve the items on the consent agenda as presented to us.
Second.
So moved. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And that carries unanimously as well. And that brings us to item 6 on our agenda tonight, licenses. 6A is a resolution granting a victualling license to Simply Thai LLC of 99 Fortin Road in Kingston, subject to administrative approvals, application by Jumporn Saitang, 2 Continental Court, Woburn, Mass. Please come up to the podium and tell us about Simply Thai.
Yes. First time, I'm sorry because my English not very perfect.
It's all right.
My name
Sorry.
is Jumporn. Last name is Satang. I live in the 2 Continental Court, apartment number 5 in Woburn, Massachusetts. But I work in the restaurant for my boss. My boss is old boss here. Is work about 17 year in Lexington, Lemongrass. And also now my boss is get old and I have a problem. And then they impressed me to working with him for a long time, like a sister and brother. And then after that, he offered to tell me you can continue to work in this restaurant for him because he have a one in Newport for far away. It's difficult. I'm impressed him to give offer for me, and then I just want to do, and then I say okay, and then now I come to work, train the job with him 1 month now, and then I get this hearing the later for get the license. That's when I'm happy. That's it. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Any questions for the applicant?
Well, I'm happy because you're going into this location, if you're not quite open yet, I don't know if he's transferring it or you're already open, for the students up there and the population that lives in the community.
Yeah.
So
Is the restaurant already open?
Yes.
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 how's it
Great.
doing?
It's good. We try to make everything better, clean everything for perfect,
Very nice.
Wait till the kids get back.
Huh?
Wait till the kids get back. You'll be too busy.
When the URI
right.
students come back,
We
yes.
have to ready. Everything we have to prepare ready to
Yes.
get when the kid to come.
Yep.
Okay. Any question?
What time do you close?
We open 10:30 until night time 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I love Thai food myself, so
Yeah.
I look
So
forward
do
to
I.
checking it out.
I make a motion to approve item number 6A.
I second that.
So moved. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Congratulations.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, you're all set. Thank you.
Item 6B is a resolution granting a victualling license to La Strada Wood-Fired Pizza, doing business as La Strada Cafe and Pizzeria on Matunic Beach Road in Wakefield. This would be subject to administrative approvals and approval by the RI Secretary of State, and the application is by Jennifer Olbrit, Vice President. But I believe we heard in the work session that she's not going to be here tonight, so I would entertain a
I-
motion to...
I make a motion that we place this on file until we wait the Rhode Island Secretary of State's decisions on the licensing of La Strada.
Second?
So moved. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And that will be placed on file. Item 6C is a resolution granting a holiday sales license to Sunshine Vape LLC, 35 South County Commons Way of Wakefield. Subject to administrative approvals, application by Darren Tripoli of 142 Hamilton Street, West Warwick. Is Darren here?
How are you guys doing?
Good.
How are you doing? Yeah, just state your name for the record, and,
My name is Darren Tripoli with Sunshine Vape.
great. And can you describe your business and what you're hoping to do?
Absolutely. We're an organically grown Rhode Island business currently in Warwick, Rhode Island, and we just leased a spot in the South County Commons. We help people quit smoking.
Any
How
questions?
long have you been in business?
We've been in business about 2.5 years.
Why did, in this, I'm just curious, why did you find this area attractive? I'm just curious.
Well, I'm glad you asked. We're very popular in Warwick, but a lot of our customer base is from South County, and as I'm learning, native Rhode Islanders don't like to travel past the tower. So we're trying to help out and make this area a healthier area.
So, is there a program, or is it just...
Well, it's really case by case, and we take our customers' needs very, seriously, and we help them. And it's really an educational business. Most of our job is educating the consumer. So we need to, show them the products, walk them through it step by step, and let them know what their options are.
So this is strictly, again, I'm very naive, cigarette?
Yeah, we sell 100% electronic cigarette products, nothing else. No tobacco, no head shop paraphernalia, nothing. We don't cater to those crowds.
The vape cigarettes seem to be very popular these days.
Yeah, it's traditional cigarettes are becoming obsolete. With the electronic cigarettes, it gives the user more options and basically extends their quality of life.
Forgive me for not knowing this. What are the regulations for, say, teenagers purchasing?
I'm glad you asked that as well. Our policy 2 years ago when we opened was under 18, not allowed in the store. Since then, the legislation has moved in Rhode Island to be, it's illegal to sell to anybody under the age of 18. And we have those signs presently posted all over our store, and we actively enforce that.
Great. And also, just for my edification, so what is the success rate in general of getting people off of?
Well, if you're traditionally trying to quit cold turkey, it's like 1 to 3%, something like that. With electronic cigarettes, we see statistics as high as 85%.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, any further questions from the applicant? Great. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve agenda item 6C.
Second?
So moved. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, good luck. Item 7, that brings us to communications, and item 7A is a communication dated July 10th, 2015, from Stephen Firestein, Volunteer Director of Kids Cancer Connection Incorporated, requesting a proclamation recognizing September as Childhood Cancer Awareness Month in South Kingstown. It's been received and placed on file, and what would we like to do with it? I think we could entertain a motion maybe
Yeah,
to
I'll make
send
a
it-
motion to approve and put forward a proclamation.
I would second that, absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, so the motion is to send it to Dale for preparation. Okay.
I make that motion.
And I second that.
All right, so moved. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Very good. Item 8 on our agenda tonight is comments from interested citizens. We are moving right through this agenda tonight, folks. So if you're ready to speak to us, please come up to the podium, state your name for the record, and tell us what you think. Or don't. And if there are any comments from council members?
I guess if this is the time, I should bring it up. Dale, there was from Steve, a memorandum in our packet for the people that are taking care of the various lawn and sundries and plantings and taking care of this town facility who have either purchased or given of their time. I would ask if it's not been done as a council member to acknowledge them. I think it's certainly appreciated from, I think there was 3 people that were named, and send them some type of thank you note or acknowledgement of what they've done to make our facility look so beautiful. I know it's Rick DeSista, Lisa DeSista, well, Lisa, sorry, and the third I can't
Patricia
remember.
Gardner.
I don't have it in front of me, but I would like the town to recognize what they do. I think that would be appropriate. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but they do it out of a labor of love, and
Absolutely. Sure. Can we do that without a vote? That's fine? Yeah. Okay. Great. Any further comments? All right. That'll bring us to item 9 on our agenda, the town manager's report.
Well, Meg stole my comments because I did want to comment
oh,
on...
I'm sorry.
I did want to comment on the folks that have been, Lisa O'Hara, Jeff's wife, has volunteered and provided the services as far as all the gardening at the town hall. I think it's a way that she can keep Jeff on the weekend here watering things.
Jeff,
people
you're in
from
so
the
much
house,
trouble.
but, and she's done a wonderful job, but she hasn't done it alone. She's received a lot of the plant material at no cost from her brother, Richard DeSista, and also from Patricia Gardner. Patricia Gardner has donated most of the plants that are in the front gardens as well as around the flagpole. And I really think it's appropriate for us to recognize the services of those volunteers as well as to have the council acknowledge. So I thank you for taking that action on our behalf. It's much nicer walking into a place that's in full bloom during the summer, particularly after the tough winter that we had, and I think the residents appreciate it. With that, that's all the comments that I had, other than one, I would mention that the planning board is holding the West Kingston Village report presentation tomorrow evening. That will be at the West Kingston School. I believe it's at what time, Vin? 7 o'clock. For those folks that are interested, the final report's out. It's available on the website for people to take a look at in advance of the meeting as well. With that, I'll yield the floor to the solicitor unless there's questions from the council.
I guess not. Mike? All right, seeing none, we'll move to item 11 on our agenda, which is appointments, and I believe we have a few to make.
I'll make a motion to appoint Leslie Perini to the trustees of the South Kingstown School Funds for a term to expire June of 2018.
I second that.
So moved. Any discussion? I think we had a great interview with Leslie earlier tonight.
She's great.
She impressed
She was
us all.
great. She was great, you're right.
So I will just say, all in favor, say aye.
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 And congratulations to Leslie. And there were some reappointments
Yep,
to be made
I
as
think
well.
the Affordable Housing Collaborative Committee, we have 3, Mark Archibald,
Yep.
Jeffrey Marchand, and Jeannie Behe, for a 3-year term, which would end August 2018. They're looking to be reappointed.
Second.
So moved. Any comments? All in favor, say aye.
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 And congratulations to those 3. What are the other?
I'll make a motion to reappoint Michael Joyce to the Building Code Minimum Housing Code Boards of Appeal for a term to expire June 2020.
I second that.
So moved. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Uh,
I'd make a motion to reappoint Catherine Oliver Taylor to the Library Board of Trustees, which is a 3-year term.
Second?
So moved. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Right. And was there one more? Okay. Very good. Congratulations to all our volunteers. We do such a good
Need you. It's
Yes,
awesome.
we need you. Keep your eyes open for advertisements in the paper. We've got a number of appointments to commissions and boards that need filling, and be sure to get your applications in. Item 12 is new business, and item 12A is a resolution advising the Employees Retirement System of Rhode Island that the town of South Kingstown wishes to remain under the current 21-year amortization schedule for general municipal employees, as further described in a memorandum from the town manager to the town council dated July 16th, 2015, and entitled Pension Settlement of 2015 Reamortization Option. That's a tongue twister.
You got it good, though.
I've provided a memorandum to the council dated July 16th, and it pertains to both items A and item B, so that you won't need to read that second resolution, other than to reference that it's for the schedule for police officers. And the settlement of 2015 that ended the litigation associated with the municipal pension systems provided an opportunity for municipalities to extend the repayment period for unfunded liability associated with the plan. There were we have 3 plans that are run through the MERS system, one for Swan police officers, one for our paramedic corps, and the third for our general municipal employees. The paramedic corps plan is fully funded, so there's no amortization period or re-amortization necessary. The other 2 plans have got funding levels that do have a requirement for the actuarially assigned liability to be repaid over a 21-year period. The legislation provided communities with the opportunity to extend that out to 25. What that essentially does is it reduces the payment requirements in the initial years, yet increases the interest costs associated with payment in latter years. The 2 plans combined, if we were to extend out to 25 years, would require an increase in payments over that 4-year extended period of about $4.1 million. It goes that high because each year that you're not paying the dollar amount, you're losing what's anticipated to be a 7.5% return on that principal contribution. So when you look at this, to increase our liability by another 5.7% and to have accelerated payments in that last 4-year period would be a false economy. My recommendation to the council on both the police plan and on the general municipal employees plan is to advise the state that we wish to remain on the 21-year repayment schedule. For the record, the police department currently has liability of about $7.5 million. It's 74% funded. The EMS, as I'd mentioned, is fully funded, actually at about 115% of the assets. The municipal general employees has unfunded liability of about $6.2 million and is funded at 88%. So our plans are well funded, and to extend that out an additional 4 years is a false economy, so I would recommend council action this evening. We need to make the notice to the retirement board before August 1st for us to be able to stay on the 21-year schedule. If there's any questions, I'd be glad to answer them.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
I'll make a motion to approve agenda items under new business 12A and 12B.
I second.
So moved. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And items 12A and 12B pass unanimously. Item 12C is a resolution authorizing the tax assessor to abate taxes in the total amount of $19,558.67, as shown on tax abatement request number 515. Steve? Any?
Since 2003, the town has authorized the establishment of a payment in lieu of tax program for 3 organizations. 1 is the South Kingstown Land Trust, 2 is Camp Jury, and 3 is the Welcome House of South County. The agreement with the Land Trust is for them to pay 50% of the value.
Hold on, Steve. You're getting ahead of us. We're on 12C, the tax abatement.
I'm sorry, with the abatements. The abatements that are listed this evening, there are really 2 major sources of abatements. One is that we've added 4 additional persons that are eligible for the elderly abatement program that missed the filing deadlines, and we've brought them into the system. That's worth about $6,050. And the second is when the Hale House was transferred to the Land Trust from Resource Holding, that was about $5,458. So 11.5 of that total 19 comes from those 5 items. The remainder is for the most part, is errors associated with a motor vehicle roll based on when people got rid of vehicles and whether or not they returned plates at an appropriate time. Recommend the council approve as presented on the sheets this evening.
I make a motion to approve item 12, line item C, for the abatement of taxes as
Second.
presented.
So moved. Any further discussion? All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And that carries unanimously as well. Item 12D is a resolution authorizing the town manager to execute individual payment in lieu of tax agreements for the fiscal year 2015-2016 with the South Kingstown Land Trust, the Jewish Children's Home of Rhode Island, or Camp Jory, and Welcome House of South County in accordance with the Town Code, Chapter 17, Taxation, Article 4, Property Tax Exemptions and Payment in lieu of Tax Agreements for Charitable Organizations, Section 1745. Authorization and to affirm the policy guidelines described in a memorandum from the town manager to the town council dated July 22nd, 2015, and entitled Pilot Program FY 2015-2016.
As I started to say during the last item, what we're looking at is that there are 3 organizations that have pilot agreements. The pilot agreements discount the taxable property amounts that they would pay based on several different criteria. One is with the South Kingstown Land Trust, where the value of the building that they own and a portion of the property that they own, they will pay 50% of the property tax value associated with that piece of land. On Camp Jury owns 73 acres of land, used to be known as the Cards Camp. We are charging them for a residential structure that's on that property at full value and a discounted value for the 73 acres as if in a farm forest value setup. Welcome House looks at 25% of the taxable value of the residential structures that they own. Each of those is documented with an individual contract. I recommend the council approve those as presented with the memorandum that I submitted to you on July 22nd.
Thank you. Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion that we approve number 12, item D, and I want to congratulate Steve for all the information. There was an awful lot of information for us to read, but it was extremely helpful, and I don't want to be remiss. I'm sure, Jean, you were very involved with that, too, so I want to thank you very much for that. There was a fat package from both of you that came to us on Thursday night, but I make a motion that we approve as presented.
Second.
So moved. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 And that carries unanimously. Item 12E is a resolution authorizing an award of contract to Dell Marketing LP of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for server virtualization hardware per the State of Rhode Island Master Price Agreement number 345 in an amount not to exceed $42,727, as further described in a memorandum from the Director of Technology to the Town Manager dated July 21st, 2015, and entitled Police Server Virtualization Recommendation.
As we've mentioned to the council in the past, we're upgrading all of the IT systems within the community. One of the major components of the public safety information technology is the replacement of a server, which is about 6 years old at this point. The new server will be able to have multiple different uses that'll provide greater redundancy for the different systems that are in operation 24/7. Recommend council award based on Lori's memorandum at the 42,726.02.
Very good. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve agenda item 12E.
I second.
So moved. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And that carries unanimously. And that brings us to item 14 on our agenda, closed executive session. We're going to need a roll call vote to...
I first make a motion. I make a motion that we move into item 14A, the closed executive session.
Second.
Pursuant.
Oh, I'm sorry. A closed executive session pursuant to Rhode Island General Laws 4246-5A2 to discuss matters pertaining to collective bargaining relative to IAFF Local 3365, AFL-CIO and Council 94, AFSCME AFSCAM, Local 1612 labor contracts.
Second.
So moved.
Councilman Collins,
Aye.
Council Vice President Healy,
Aye.
Councilwoman Clow,
Aye.
Councilman Veely.
Aye.
Unanimous affirmative vote to recess to close executive session pertaining to collective bargaining as stated at 8:59. I mean,
Yep.
7:59.
Yes.
I was going to say, really, it's already 9.